Hello. Hey, you. Hey, you, Breach, or is that your name? I can't see. Bench. All right, hold on. Let's move somewhere quiet real quick. Come on, follow me. I got a few questions to ask. It's a little bit too much loudness over there. Okay. Breach. Okay. First, I'm doing a YouTube video. Is that okay with you? All right. So, I'm doing a YouTube video today. I live in Texas, and I have a few things I want to talk about with people and get their opinions about it. So, is it okay with you to talk about politics? All right. So, first thing I want to ask you. Okay, so the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, just recently tweeted that says, "Let the weak die and the strong survive." How do you feel about that?
I feel like that's not a good mindset to have, especially somebody in his power.
Okay, another thing is our senator of Texas, who is also named Ted Cruz, just went to Cancun and passed a bill to bail out the gas companies and the electric companies from losing billions of dollars in revenue. On top of this, the electric companies, the reason why Texas has had a power outage for the past week is because of the simple fact that the gas companies raised the prices to an exorbitant amount to where normal people can barely afford the gas, and the electric companies straight refused to use the gas because they would lose a profit margin.
That's pretty unfair. Aren't they like rationing gas in Texas?
On top of this, because of this, millions of people, approximately about 4 million people, have been without power for about a week. And hundreds of thousands of people have died due to the greed of the gas companies and electric companies not allowing the Texas people to use their services because they didn't want to lose a profit margin.
That's just greedy.
So, what do you think the Texas people should do about this?
I feel like they're in a pretty unfortunate position where they really can't do too much because of the government and how unfair they're being to the people.
So would you think it would be unjust for the Texas people to potentially rise up against their own Texas government?
I mean, yes, but like nothing too radical.
Okay, so because hundreds of thousands of people have died from, let's say, people are froze to death. People have died from carbon monoxide poisoning. Hospitals shut down. Infrastructure went down. All because the electric companies refused to pay the gas companies at an exorbitant rate for their gas prices. Due to that, millions and millions of people have suffered across all of Texas. Thanks to that, Ted Cruz just recently passed a bill to basically bail out the gas companies and electric companies that just made billions of dollars of profit off the backs of people who are suffering right now to this day.
Which is very unfair. That shouldn't work like that.
On top of this, because the electric companies were down, our water companies couldn't run properly. So the water that is in Texas right now cannot be properly cleaned or provided to the people. So the people have to boil our water before we're able to drink it out of our faucet because of potentially cholera outbreak due to the fact that our electric companies shut down. So
Yeah, it doesn't affect you in the and there's no response in the Maryland too.
we also just recently had the federal government offer aid to the state of Texas. But our governor, who is Greg Abbott, just recently outright denied help from the federal government and said Texas could suffer.
Yeah, that's bad. That's not good. No, you shouldn't be saying things like that. Especially if he's a governor. That's not what a governor's supposed to do.
All this while happening, our Senator Ted Cruz just went on a vacation to Cancun, while the rest of us are suffering here in Texas.
Yeah, I know.
Texas, the National Guard.
I walked over there, I was like, well.
I've been sent out to the Texas National Guard, the engineers, to fix the electric grid.
While this has been happening, the federal government has offered numerous accounts of help, while our governor has very much just straight up denied help from anyone. So basically, this whole time, millions of people have suffered while he sits there in his house, while he has all of his utilities and has millions and millions of dollars at his disposal, while other people suffer.
I saw you, bro. Big ass lasagna.
Well, anyways, hey, I appreciate the opportunity to interview you and ask you these questions. And I will be going to post this video on YouTube here shortly after I get done making it. It'll probably be up tomorrow, so if you want to subscribe to my channel or you want to check it out, my YouTube, my name on here is also my YouTube name, so go ahead and check it out, okay? And if you want to send me a friend request on here, I'll shoot it right back at you, okay?
Yeah, I was just gonna listen.
Thank you.
I was like, yeah, this shit's.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
I tried to join you on the December Solitude map, but I crashed and then everything.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks for the interview, okay?
Oh, yeah, that map was weird. Anyways, I walked out there and this bitch like shaking her ass, and so I just left.
This is like VR chat. Yeah.
Yeah, and your channels could be better at trying to protect people. I'm sorry that
Enable it.
Hey there, guys.
Apparently. I guess not.
What's up?
Hey ho.
Hey,
Oh, there we go. Hey, yo.
hey, just for heads.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Hey, just a heads up. I'm making a YouTube video. Is that all right with you guys?
That's fine. Yes. Word of the wise. I'm going through avatars, and some of them have NSFW shit. So.
That's perfectly fine with me. I'm not monetized, so it doesn't really matter. Hey, you mind if I ask you guys a few questions?
What's up?
All right. So basically, I live here in Texas, and I wanted to ask you guys some opinions about the local government here. Is that okay with you guys?
All right.
In Texas?
Yes, sir. In Texas. All right. So let's start off first with our governor, Greg Abbott, who just recently tweeted, "Let the weak die and the strong survive." What do you have to say about that?
Well, here's the issue with that. If we did that, a lot of people would be fucked. Because what's his definition of weak?
Exactly. My thoughts on that exactly. Another thing he
If you're sick,
said.
does that make you weak?
Another thing he said recently
there we go.
is that
Jesus.
while people are suffering, people need to stop crying about their situation.
Alright, let me
What?
shoot him in the kneecap and tell him to stop crying about being shot.
Okay, so let's move on from Greg Abbott. That's our Texas governor. Let's move on to our senator, who is Ted Cruz. He just recently passed a bill to bail out the gas and the electric companies that have just recently screwed over millions of Texas and let millions of Texas people, I'm sorry, let me correct, hundreds of thousands of Texas people die.
Ted Cruz?
Yes, he is our current senator. He is the Texas senator. He just passed a bill that allows gas companies to bail out the gas and the electric companies for basically nothing that they have lost. On top of this, on top of this, while millions
That's
of people.
what the government has always done.
Okay, so on top of this, while millions of people suffer here in Texas, he goes on a vacation to Cancun.
Just like our president.
Obamacare.
Pretty much government shit because most Americans won't do anything about it.
Okay.
Sadly.
Another thing that just
Which is
recently
kind of fucked up.
Another thing that just recently happened during the winter storm, the gas companies made the rates of gas so high that the electric companies refused to pay for the gas, shutting down the electric companies, making it millions of people without power for about a week at a time.
That's fucked up.
So,
I feel bad about that on you guys.
the electric companies shut down because they didn't want to lose profit. Because the gas companies raised the prices of gas to a point that normal people can't basically afford it.
Sounds like normal government.
But normal government shit, yeah.
Then on top,
Normal big profit.
Squeeze the taxpayers for as much money as you can before they you finally get kicked out of office.
we'll see.
Or impeached. And then if they do get in trouble, they make a new CEO.
Then
Come on, we all know
the
that
electric
no one in
companies,
fucking government
the
gets
electric
impeached
companies
anymore.
literally stated that they did not want to lose a profit. So they just recently passed a bill stating that the people of Texas have to pay the rate of gas that the electric companies have to pay, so that way nobody loses a profit except for the Texas people.
I'd be moving states.
So, to summarize, millions of people have suffered for the past week because of profit margins, and hundreds of thousands of people in the last week have died because the U.S. Senator and the U.S. Governor didn't want to lose a profit margin.
Really fucked up. And hopefully your people in your state try to fix it, because our government's super corrupt as it is.
Well, another question I
Got a
have,
lot of music.
another question I have to ask is, would you think it would be wrong for the Texas people to revolt against this?
Yeehaw, I'm grabbing my guns. Let's go.
Not at all.
Give me my musket, honey.
Dude, his thumb is so jacked, though.
anyways, guys, hey, I'd really like to thank you. I really like to thank you for your time. I appreciate you guys giving me your input, and if you guys want
Good
to,
luck with the winter. Try to stay warm.
oh yeah, definitely, guys, I really appreciate that. If you guys want to check out my channel, it's the same name as my name here on VR Chat, so you guys can go check it out. If you want to shoot me a friend request, I'll accept it, and I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna go find some more people to interview.
Alright, man. Good luck. Stay warm. If it gets too cold, make it glue.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Hey, don't steal Alaskans' ideas.
That shit keeps you warm as fuck. Snow is insulated as all hell.
My YouTube channel is my name, so if you want to check it out, you can go ahead and do it.
Bet.
Alright, definitely. Hey, you might... Where'd he go? I guess he flew away. Anyways, hey!
Dang.
Hey, you mind if I ask you a few questions for my YouTube channel?
You might want to leave this lobby, by the way, if you're listening.
Not at all.
Alright, so basically, I'm going to be doing a little bit of political stuff, and I just wanted to ask your opinion on it. So, I am a resident of Texas, one of the great states in the United States, and I wanted to ask you about some of the recent things that are going on. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, 100%.
Alright, so the Texas governor is named Greg Abbott. He recently tweeted these two things. He says, "Let the weak die and the strong survive," and the people of Texas need to stop crying about their current situation. What do you think about that?
Like the snow situation is what you're talking about?
Yeah, real world shit. Woo.
Yeah, basically.
Shut the fuck up, Patrick.
Basically,
Hey,
he's
you
talking about the current snow situation and our current infrastructure has been basically failing because our system was not built to withstand this.
We should all move to Korea. Am I right or am I wrong?
So what do you think about this?
I think it's retarded that they're crying about just a little bit of snow compared to what we're getting.
If they're younger, let's move to Korea.
Okay, well let me ask you this. So the gas companies in Texas just recently upped the rate of natural gas to an enormous rate to where the basic people of Texas can't afford it. And on top of that, the electric companies refuse to pay the rate of gas to keep the electric companies going because they did not want to lose a profit margin while providing electricity to the Texas people. So for the last week, the whole state of Texas has basically been without power because they didn't want to lose profit. What do you think about that?
I think that's stupid. Texas is gonna go downhill when people start shooting each other. It's a stupid shit.
Okay, so on top of this, when the power went out, about 4 million people have been without a power for a week, while hundreds of thousands of people have died due to hypothermia. And also people who are basically setting fires to stay warm, not properly ventilating the fire, so they're getting carbon monoxide poisoning. What do you think about that?
I really think the Texas government is petty, and the people working at the electric and the gas company need to fix their problems because there's millions of people dying. They shouldn't be dying.
On top of this, our Senator Ted Cruz just passed a bill to bail out the gas and electric companies for any loss that they might have had during the winter storm, while he goes and takes a vacation to Cancun. What do you think about this?
Not really sure what I think about that one.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much all the questions I had. And I appreciate you doing an interview with me. And if you want, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel and send me a friend request. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it, man. Anyways, you'll probably be seeing my video. You'll probably be seeing yourself on my video within the next day or two. It takes me a little while to edit, so go ahead and check out my YouTube channel, and I'll see you there. Okay. Oh snap! Oh wait! Don't run! Wait, little guy, wait! Hold on. Let me. Can I ask you a few questions for YouTube?
Sure.
All right.
Master Chief.
Oh snap! Oh, there goes my frame rates. Okay, let's go in here on top of the. Can you jump on top of the mirror right over here? Can you jump on top of that?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. I'm sorry. So, is it okay if I ask you a few questions for YouTube? I know I already asked, but
sure.
All right. So these are going to be a little bit political based questions. So are you okay with that?
Yes.
All right. So first, let me tell you, I am a resident of the great state of Texas, and I just want to give you some basic ideas about what the Texas people are feeling right now. A lot of states have said Texas basically needs to stop crying and get over the fact that it snowed here. But our governor just recently tweeted and said, end quote, "Let the weak die and the strong survive," and to stop crying about our current situation. What do you feel about that?
That's crazy.
Okay.
That's not a very good thing to tweet out. I mean, why would he do that?
Then our state senator, Ted Cruz, just passed a bill to bail out the gas and electric companies that have basically screwed over most of Texas, while he goes on a vacation to Cancun, while the rest of Texas suffers. What do you feel about that?
Well, as a resident of Texas, I didn't even know about this, to be honest.
Okay. Did you also know that the reason why Texas has been out of power is because the gas companies raised the gas prices so high that the electric companies refused to pay the gas companies any more money and shut down the electric companies?
Really?
Yep. The whole reason why millions of Texas people are suffering right now is because the electric companies refuse to lose a profit.
Wow.
So, because millions of people are suffering right now, and hundreds of thousands of people have died because people are greedy. How do you feel about that?
I think people just need to look at what's going on in this world and just think about other people and what they're going through. People can be starving from not having any water right now, and yet friggin' the governor is taking a vacation to Cancun.
Yeah, our state senator, the state senator of Texas, is right after he passed a bill to basically bail out the gas and electric companies for what they basically did to the Texas people, goes on a vacation to Cancun.
That looks really painful.
Wow.
Another reason why the water companies here in Texas have shut down and had to restart is because the electric companies couldn't provide power to the water purification plants. That's why a lot of people have been out of power, and that's also why we've had a mandatory effect to boil our water, because there could be an E. coli outbreak here in Texas.
Yeah, I've had to we had to boil water.
That's all because of the greed of the gas company and the electric companies. How do you feel about that?
Terrible. Just messed up.
So, what do you have to say to all of the other states that have been saying that Texas needs to stop crying about our few inches of snow?
Most states that are saying this, they don't understand that. They don't understand that it has been, I don't know how many years since it really snowed, instead of like actually just ice. But people don't understand that we don't get any snow at all ever.
Yeah.
They don't understand.
Yeah. Another thing is I just feel like, from my perspective, they just need to step back and then just really look at the whole picture. Did you know that recently the federal government just offered aid to Texas, but our governor, Greg Abbott, forcibly denied the federal aid to help the Texas people during our time of need? How do you feel about that one?
It's ridiculous. What the government is, what's going on?
So as a fellow Texas resident, would you think it would be wrong for the Texas people to revolt against this corruption?
It wouldn't be wrong, but I don't know. It's just they have to do it in the right way.
That goes to my next question. Would you think it would? Do you think that there is a peaceful solution to this?
I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know really what they could do. I don't know really what we could do.
I mean, we voted. So we supposedly voted for these people to be in office, and we voted for these gas and electric companies. We allowed these actions to take place. Did you vote on any of this stuff?
You mean like the president?
No. Do you know that you have a did you know that you have a state say that you can vote in your state, and that you have a voice in your state that you can go and tell them, hey, we don't want this?
No, I did not.
Do you know your local official?
Kind of clues to everything right now, to be honest.
So basically, every single city, basically, in Texas has a local official that votes on stuff that allows our Texas governor to pass laws in these situations. So that's basically, this is a very dumbed down version of what I'm basically telling you. That's basically how all federal governments work. It goes city, then it goes state. Like, all the cities vote, and then the state gets a vote.
Yeah.
And then the majority vote wins.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically how our governments ran. But somehow, these laws are being passed without a valid vote. Without anybody knowing about it. What do you think's going on there?
They're trying. I've seen this before. They're trying to be sneaky about things that people don't want. It's really what they want. And for people to be living in a state and not have a say about the state, don't you think that's kind of wrong?
My thoughts exactly. Hey, that was pretty much my last question. If you go in a few days, I'll be having this video up probably tomorrow. To be honest, I'm gonna be editing after I get this video done. If you want, you can subscribe to my channel. My channel name is the same.
Subscribed.
Already subscribed. I appreciate that, man. I really do. And yeah, you'll see yourself right on my channel within the next day or two.
Sweet.
All right, man. Hey, thanks for answering all my questions, and thanks for being patient with me, man.
No problem, man.
All right, I'll see you later. I'm gonna go interview some more people and see what they have to think about this.
I'm staying in this road, by the way, so.
But I still was like, man, fuck this. I'm taking out all the bullshit out of this car, and I'm like just gonna like make it bare bones.
Hey, 19.
Why didn't you take all that money and give it to Nancy Pelosi?
Hey, 1988 Honda.
Hardcore.
Hey, 1988 Honda.
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi.
Hey, can I ask you a few questions for my YouTube channel?
Hey, it's the guy.
Ask away. What's going on?
All right, can we go over there where it's a little bit more quiet? It's a little too noisy over here to ask.
All
right.
Hey. Hello. I like that.
All right, let's go where there's a mirror, so it's a little bit more aesthetic. Protect the cat. Protect the cat. All right. Okay, thanks, man. Hey, I really appreciate you doing. I really appreciate you doing the interview. Do you mind if it's a little bit political? Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Do you want me to give you the filtered safety opinion, or do you want like the raw opinion?
Raw opinion. I'm not monetized, so I really don't care.
Hard, bro. You're so strong, man.
Yes, sir.
Adorable.
Yes, sir. So, first off, let me start off by telling you that I am a resident of Texas. And I fully support the full.
Same for me.
I am fully Texas proud.
Fuck up. Powers.
Anyways, I am fully supportive of Texas and Texas strong all the way. But recently, the governor Greg Abbott just tweeted that let the weak die and the strong survive, and people need to stop crying about their current situation. What do you think about that?
That's a tough one. Okay, well, I think that
I say survival of the fittest.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, in a way, it's like if people are, if people need some help, Like, 'cause, you know, there's some people out there that need some help. Like, I don't mind. I can understand giving them a little help, but you don't want to give them too much. You know, because if you start giving people too much, then they're just going to take. So
That's
honestly,
true.
my opinion on that would be to just give a little bit, enough to help people get on their feet.
Yeah.
You just give people enough to get on their feet.
Politicians do not care
but
about
don't
you.
overdo it. Yeah, you know, don't give them.
They care
don't
about
give
your
them too much.
donations.
Okay, here in
So-
Texas.
That's it. That's all
Okay,
it is.
okay. Here in Texas, did you know that that our local gas companies recently raised the prices so high to an enormous rate that most regular people can't afford to pay gas bills? That in turn also went to the electric companies, who refused to lose a profit due to the gas prices that they need, the gas prices which is needed to run the electric companies. So, because they refuse to lose a profit, millions upon millions of people here in Texas are without power for almost the last week. How do you feel about that?
I think that's horrible, man. I mean, not having power, that sucks. Like, not being able to, because I'm sure a lot of people have, like, electric stoves, they got, like, electric shit, you know, and they can't cook, they can't do anything, so, I mean, that's...
It sounds like a third world
It's not-
country in Texas
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
not right. That's not right. Like, you gotta give people some form of energy or power source, or people are just gonna go crazy.
Then, because
I
of
mean,
the
Texas is
current...
very anti-consumer.
Then, because of the simple fact that we don't have electricity, our water purification plants went down. Also, and lots of our infrastructure went down because it wasn't built to withstand low temperatures. So, millions upon millions of people have been not only without electricity, but also without clean running water for the last week. How do you feel about that?
Something needs to be done about that. Whatever caused that, like, whole situation, they need to fix that shit ASAP, because that's not good.
Okay.
That's not right.
Okay. So recently, our Senator Ted Cruz just passed a law to bail out the gas companies and electric companies for any, basically, neglect to the Texas people. And on top of that, bails them out for billions of dollars of revenue loss. How do you feel about that?
You're saying Ted Cruz did this?
Yes, he did.
That's... I mean, that's the thing. It seems like that I've noticed about politics. It seems to all be about money, and it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, to me, like, which side you're on. You know, like what political party you stand for, or if you stand for any. But it seems to me like, no matter what the given situation, most decisions usually revolve around money, and it kind of makes me sick in a way, because I hope that we can have people that are leaders that actually care about people and care about the economy. And it seems like it's, you know, politicians, they just lie to get where they want to get to, and then they just bullshit their way around, and that's not okay. So it's a scary game. It's not right. And you can definitely tell, like, with most politicians, that it's not about human life. It's not about, you know, it's about money. It's about the green paper, and I don't like that. So I'm not.
Did you
I'm not
also
cool with that.
know? Did you also know? Right after Ted Cruz, the senator of Texas, passed this bill, he went immediately to go on a vacation to Cancun. While millions of Texans
Play golf,
suffered.
too?
Yeah, he went to Cancun. He went to Cancun while millions
I think he went there to-
upon millions of people suffer, and hundreds of thousands of people have died across Texas.
I think he just went there to get away from it, because he realized I messed up so much.
Yes, sir. Another thing is,
So that's a
our
possibility.
Governor Greg Abbott, the federal government recently reached out to him and said that they were willing to give federal aid and federal help to the Texans people during our very much hard time of need. But our governor literally stated that the Texas people just needed to suffer through this.
You know, honestly, I mean, it doesn't surprise me in 2021. It doesn't. I mean, I don't even know, man. It's just I don't know. It seems like there's not really a sincere value for human life anymore. and it surprises me. So it's I
Don't
don't know. It's
fucking Gen
upsetting.
Zs.
It's upsetting, man.
So
That's really all I have to say about that.
here comes to my last question of the night. If the Texas people decide that they want to revolt against a corrupt government, do you think that it is right or wrong to do so?
I think that if if people are going to protest or they're going to fight against that, I don't believe that going out in the streets and setting shit ablaze or burning down businesses or doing all that's right. But if they're going to protest, if they want to do that the right way without all the violence and all the bullshit, then sure. That's understandable given that situation.
All right. Well, that was my last question. I just want to thank you for answering all of my questions tonight. And like I said, I'm a YouTuber, and I'm not monetized. So everything you guys say and everything you guys do is going to be on the video. And if you guys want to subscribe to my channel, it's the same. My channel's name is the same as my name in VR chat.
God, what's going on in here?
So yeah, you guys.
Hey guys, what you doing in here?
All right, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll check it out. You said your name is Minotaur One.
Yeah, that's my name on YouTube, Minotaur One.
All right, hell yeah, nice.
Definitely, guy. And I appreciate you. I really do. I really appreciate you doing the interview with me, man.
This area is a lot more educated than the area we were just in.
Yeah. What happened in there?
It's not a bunch of 12-year-olds screaming.
There's like 2 giant monkeys with AKs there. We're here.
I'm just asking people if they want to do an interview for my YouTube channel.
Your YouTube channel? Oh, why, sure. Hey, Michael, do you want to join in with me?
Friends.
Right, wife.
I guess that's a no.
All right, Spider-Man.
All right, shoot it.
All right, let's go over here where it's a little bit more quiet. All right, Spider-Man. So,
Yeah.
this is a little political. Is that okay with you?
That's fine.
Alrighty, and just to let you know, I'm not monetized, so you can pretty much say whatever you want.
Oh, beautiful.
Alrighty, let's get started. Let me just let you know, first and beforehand, I am a resident of Texas.
Okay.
Alrighty. To start off with, our governor of Texas, who is named Greg Abbott, literally tweeted, "Let the weak die and the strong survive." On top of that, he also said, "Let the people of Texas stop crying about their current situation." How do you feel about that?
Well, being a current superhero, that's
Hello? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Bro, no one's safe when I'm around. I just have to play my sounds.
Sir?
I paid a good $7 to be able to play these sounds.
Alright guys, unfortunately my interview with Spider-Man had to stop, dude. I guess he just got offline, I don't know what happened, but we're going to continue on with the interview right about here with Michael Jackson, and I hope you enjoy. Spider-Man, are you alright? Oh no, oh no, oh, Spider-Man, no, Spider-Man, Spider-Man has just left. What happened, Spider-Man? Oh man, Michael Jackson, Spider-Man has left. He's been Thanos. Dang it, I was having a good interview too. Alright, do you have a mic? Do you have a mic? Are you able to do an interview? Okay, I guess not.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Oh!
Mic was off.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. Hey, do you want to do an interview?
Sure.
Alright, just stand right over here. It's a little bit more quiet, and it gives me a little better view of the person I'm talking to. Ah! Alrighty. Same question. I'm gonna shoot the same questions at you and tell you basically the same thing. So first off, let me go ahead and inform you that I am a resident of Texas, and that this interview is gonna be a little political. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, totally fine.
Alrighty. So recently, our governor, Greg Abbott of Texas, tweeted, "Let the weak die and the strong survive." On top of this, he also tweeted, "Let the people stop crying about their current situation in Texas." What do you have to say to Greg Abbott?
As well?
Sounds
really an asshole.
You'll go to the spine, or you'll go to the hips, you'll go to the leg, whatever, right? You'll right leg, left leg, and it should be...
Alright.
Shouldn't say that.
Alrighty. Did you know that during the winter storm, that the gas companies, they basically jacked up the rates of the prices for gas to the point that regular people couldn't even afford gas to heat their homes? How do you feel about that?
The man you were talking about before did this?
No, this is now the gas companies.
Okay, they jacked up the prices.
They jacked up the prices of gas to the point that people can barely afford to heat their homes. How do you feel about that?
Things are getting more expensive. It's not good.
Okay. Did you know that the electric companies shut down the electric grid because they refused to pay the gas companies an absorptive amount to keep the electric companies running? In doing so, they let millions of people suffer and hundreds of thousands of people die because they didn't have electricity. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's happened to us too. I'm actually right next to you, Louisiana.
All right.
They're turning off. They're like giving us turns to turn off our electric, and it sucks. Our electric's they're saying they're telling us our electric's gonna go off tomorrow.
And okay, let me ask you this: our Senator Ted Cruz just passed a bill that will bail out the electric companies and the gas companies for billions of dollars of lost revenue that will get paid by the taxpayers. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Trying to scam me.
Also, during this time, our Senator Ted Cruz goes on vacation to Cancun because he doesn't want to stay in the cold climate of Texas. How does that make you feel?
He's taking the easy way out. He's making everyone suffer. And then he's just like going on vacation.
So, on top of the electricity being out for almost a week, and the gas companies raising prices, due to the fact that there is no electricity, our water supply mains had shut down because the water purification plants wasn't supplied with electricity. So the water was out for almost a week to the Texas people. During that time, the infrastructure and the main water mains had busted, making it to where people couldn't get fresh drinking water locally available to them for almost a week. How does that make you feel?
Is Ted Cruz doing this too?
Well, it's not technically his fault, but the electric company shut down, so our water purification plants couldn't work. On top of this, they've also implicated a boil water in effect for the whole state of Texas. People must boil their water before they can drink it. How does that make you feel?
I don't know, it's like they spoiled people, and then they just throw all this hardship on.
Alrighty, my last question of the night is: if the Texas people were to rise up and revolt against the corrupt government, would you think they would be wrong or right to do so?
They would be right. They would definitely be right. Y'all should, if you can, y'all should do that. Like,
when he was dating Alyssa, she literally asked him
for easy way out of the government.
All right. Well, that's all I have to ask you for tonight. I appreciate you doing the interview with me. And if you want to go to my YouTube channel, it's the same as my VR chat name. If you subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. You can check out more of my videos. And if you send me a friend request, I'll accept it. I'll accept it as soon as I can. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's my YouTube name.
assistant. I thought they were like, I don't know, like whatever.
There you go. You're added on my friends list. And if you want to check out my YouTube channel, I have plenty of videos. I just started my YouTube channel not too long ago, and I'm still learning how to edit everything. So if you give me some time, my channel will slowly grow. After that, we're good.
Oh, that shit real.
Damn straight.
Hey.
Man. Hey.
How's it going, man?
Hey, yo, we got to join the Racing Army, bro.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Join the Racing Army. Come on, come on.
Hey, wait, hold on. Wait. Hey, give me a second. Give me a second here. Hey, Racing King guy.
What's up?
Hey, I'm a YouTuber, and I'm doing interviews about the current political state of Texas. Do you want to do an interview with me?
Yes, he does.
Hey, take it up. That's clout. That's clout. Take it up.
Take it up. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Yo, can I do it?
I mean, any one of you could do it, but who wants to do it?
I do.
You do?
I don't know
Let
shit
him
about
do it.
politics.
Let Cole do it. It's cool.
All right, Cole. Let's. All right, let's go to a little play. Is there a mirror in here? All right.
You just gotta press it right there.
Okay. All right, guy. Let me ask you. Okay, so is it all right for me to ask you political questions?
Yes.
Alrighty. First question. All right. Well, not a question. Oh, Jesus Christ. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So first off, let me state that I am a resident of Texas, and I currently live here in the state. Secondly, our governor is named Greg Abbott. Recently, he tweeted, "Let the weak die and the strong survive." On top of this, he tweeted,
I agree.
On top of this, he tweeted, "Tell people to stop crying about their current situation here in Texas." How do you feel about that?
Nah, that gotta be cap. No way.
No, check for yourself. Check for yourself. Our governor, Greg Abbott.
Governor of Texas?
Yeah, the governor of Texas. He said, and I quote, "Let the weak die and the strong survive." How do you feel about that?
I mean, I agree.
That's just the way life goes, bro. That's just the way life goes.
I agree. The strong survive, bro. I agree.
All right. How do you feel about this?
Poor people or something?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's basically how he's talking.
That's fascism. You're pretty much saying that you're a fascist.
Checking yourself out, bro. You changing yourself out.
Okay, so another thing is, recently, right after the snowstorm happened, the gas companies raised their prices so high that most people can barely afford to keep their houses warm. Due to that,
blankets, motherfucker. It's just that simple. You gotta be built different.
Then, on top of that, listen to this. The electric companies refuse to pay the gas companies the absorptive prices. So they shut down the electric companies, so millions of people go out of electricity because they don't want to lose a profit.
Well, sounds terrible.
I feel like that's kind of a dick move. You feel me? That's kind of a dick move. You feel me?
On top of this,
I live in Florida, so I ain't gotta worry about no snowstorm.
On top of this,
I'm in Tennessee. It's literally like snowing.
Bro, I'm in Louisiana. It was snowing dumb shit.
Well, I've actually met a few people on VR chat that you know out of state from here, and the people who regularly get snow, their infrastructure is built to withstand that. Here in Texas, it pretty much almost never snows.
Yeah, I got you.
So the infrastructure's not
Is it like,
the infrastructure's not
are you
built.
in Southern Texas?
I'm a coastal Texan.
Coastal Texas, alright. So like West Coast or East Coast?
Like
closer to Louisiana or closer?
Yeah, I'm close to Louisiana. You could say that.
Yeah. So yeah, there's definitely like barely snow. It just snowed. I'm down in New Orleans, Louisiana right now. It doesn't snow like ever.
Exactly. So none of our infrastructure is built to withstand any type of freezing temperatures. So when freezing temperatures happen, the water mains they break and our electric lines go down. So for people to be without electric and water is super bad, especially for almost a week. So,
yeah.
On top of
I
this,
feel the same.
our senator of Texas, Ted Cruz, just passed a law to bail out the
Tom
gas.
Cruise?
Ted Cruz.
Did you say Ted Cruz is the senator of Texas?
Yeah, his name is Ted
Tom
Cruz.
Cruise, bro.
No, his name is Ted Cruz.
Tom Cruise. I love Tom Cruise.
So, listen. So he just allowed a bill to. He just passed a bill to bail out the gas and electric companies for billions of dollars of revenue that'll come out of the taxpayers' pockets that they lost during the snowstorm because they refused to provide services to the Texas people. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's pretty dick move. You know, hey bro, hell bro.
Hey. All right. During this, right after he passes this bill, he goes on vacation to Cancun. How do you feel about that?
Oh yeah, that's definitely a dick move, bro. He gonna say all this shit, and then he gonna just take a vacation. Okay, bro. Yeah, that's
oh
enough,
yeah, not that way. Yeah, no.
So, with that being said, with all of this being said, do you think the people of Texas would it be wrong or right for them to revolt against their local government?
That's definitely right in my opinion. In my opinion, it's right because he's saying all. Yeah, it's definitely not wrong because he's saying all this shit and like he's just gonna take a vacation. Like they definitely need to put him in a peach or something, bro.
So.
They need to put him on a pizza.
Anyways, guys, that was my last question. You guys will definitely be on my video. If you guys want to check out the video, it's the same as my.
How about you shout us out?
Oh yeah, what you?
The raisins.
Visor VR. Shout out to the raisins, man. You guys are freaking awesome.
Sir.
You guys are freaking awesome. Yes, sir.
Better than the Mickeys.
I'm looking at you right in your eye.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Better than the Mickeys, bro.
Hey, Cole, I really appreciate you doing the video. Pimp Voice, you're freaking awesome. Vison VR, you know what? You're cool, man. You're super awesome.
32 subs?
Yeah, that's me. I only have 32 subs. I'm not monetized.
Hey, congratulations. Nah, that's good.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
260, bro. I'll give it to you.
Dang, hey, you know what? I appreciate that, Saint VR. I really appreciate that.
What's up?
Dang.
You gonna know it's me because my YouTube name gonna be Pimp Voice.
Oh, dang, bro! I appreciate it. I appreciate you all subbing, man. Anyways, this is gonna be my last interview for the night. I gotta do a edit of this video, and then I'm gonna go ahead and upload it for you guys. So you guys will probably see it up tomorrow or the next day if you guys want to check it out.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
Hey, are you the Minotaur 1?
Yeah, I'm Minotaur 1.
Okay.
Alright, racing gang. Now what?
Alright, guys. Alright, I'll talk to